I have a vision dancing through my bones. I feel the passion burning in my heart. I know the truth resting in my soul. Use me, Spirit, use me. Use me, Spirit, use me. I have a vision dancing through my bones. I feel the passion burning in my heart. I know the truth resting in my soul. Use me, Spirit, use me. Use me, Spirit, use me. What an affirmation and what a request. I have a vision dancing through my bones. I feel the passion burning in my heart. I know the truth resting in my soul. Use me, Spirit, use me. Use me, Spirit, use me. One more time, here we go. I have a vision dancing through my bones. I feel the passion burning in my heart. I know the truth resting in my soul. Use me, Spirit, use me. Use me, Spirit, use me.
Good morning, CSL. Good morning. I know it's always like clap or not clap. Always clap. Yes, that's what they told us. That's the answer. Thank you also to our morning music musician, Marilyn. Thank you so much. Just as a reminder, next Sunday morning is our early meditation service at 9:45 to 10:15. So come a little early and join us. It's wonderful. This Wednesday night is our spiritual practice of Qigong, 7 o'clock. See you here. A Course of Miracles will meet, of course they are meeting, on Wednesdays at 5:30. So come a little early if you'd like that. We are collecting non-perishable items in the box in the lobby to take to the Delta Food Pantry, and we will be collecting all year long. So as you know, there's quite a bit out there. This year we have a Spirit in Action Committee. There will be a short meeting after the service to start a discussion about forming the committee and how to move forward with our projects. So please join us today. Coming right up is a vision board workshop with Shelley Sheets. It says, I invite you to make your greatest intentions and wishes for the new year a reality. We will start with a sacred ceremony, including meditation, creating sacred space, releasing the old, and calling in the new. You'll have fun creating a vision board to represent your desired manifestations for 2025. Woo! Okay. There's a sign-up sheet on the table. It's $35. It will be Saturday, February 1st, 1 to 5 p.m. So please sign up if that's something you're interested in. All right, let's speak our mission statement now. We've done vision for so long, I have to update that. Okay, here we go. We recognize and realize the omnipresence of divine love as the truth of all.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the rush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
And in this stillness, I invite you to just sink with me into this stillness and just immerse in truly the presence in this place. The presence of spirit, the power and the presence of all that is. That presence that moves in and through as each and every one of us. The presence that creates all the diversity of life. And we are an expression of this spirit, an expression of this presence, united in the one great consciousness. For we are made of all the wonderful attributes of spirit. All that spirit is, we are. Spirit is the all good. It is creativity. It is beauty. It is wisdom. It is the abundance of the universe. It is creativity. It is peace. And it's in this place that we recognize that divine presence in everything we see. And I affirm that we recognize the beautiful and the perfect in everything and everyone. And we call it forth with praise and thanksgiving, blessing the spiritual reality back of all things. And knowing this, I accept for each of us greater good for ourselves and for others, knowing that it goes out to bless all lives. We anticipate with full confidence new experiences, new opportunities to bless ourselves and to serve others. With calmness and joyful expectation, we see its arrival in all areas of our life. The spirit in us responds to the spirit in others. And we see each other as the divine that they are. So calmly, with great expectation, we know and we affirm that our life is being enhanced and our relationships in all areas of life are thriving, that we are experiencing the common bond from the one source. I declare and affirm that we are at peace, that we recognize our common humanity, our shared spiritual heritage, and the perfection of spirit. And for the prayers in the prayer chest and the prayers of your heart, I affirm that the wholeness of spirit is right in the midst of each request, of each desire, of each situation. That unconditional love, divine wisdom, is bringing clarity and wisdom and guidance for divine right action in each area. And resolution comes in divine perfection for each situation. And I know that a healing is taking place right now at this very moment. I bless the service as we are blessed by all who make it possible, the volunteers, the staff, the musicians, the speakers, and by the radiant light of each other as we shine spirit, expressing the best life has to offer. And so I am so grateful for knowing the power and the presence of spirit as this truth deepens our individual consciousness of being. And I release these words into the law of spirit, confident that it is the truth of our being. It is the truth that is expressing right now is each life. And please join me in declaring, and so it is.
Holy Spirit within, help me to bloom into all that I am. Help me to love the whole of the world. I ask for beauty in myself. I ask for beauty in the world. I ask for beauty in all of humanity. Holy Spirit within, help me to bloom into all that I am. Help me to love the whole of the world.
Good morning. Down the stairs to the left is a prayer chest. and it's big enough for all your concerns. So if you have some concerns, if you are having some difficulty seeing Spirit in your life and Spirit in the lives of others, please put your concerns in the prayer chest, and the practitioner will be doing affirmative prayer for you this week. And for Martin Luther King Jr., the ultimate measure of man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. And from Ernest Holmes, if you are filled with fear, refill your faith, for faith always overcomes fear.
Thank you, Lou. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so January focus. Well, our whole year, 2025, the focus is Spirit in Action, growing deeper together. And so we'll be talking about that all year long. Spirit in Action. Spirit is us, and we're putting our service into action for our community and humanity in general. So January, I came up with a focus or a theme of what is real. And the first Sunday we had Burning Bowl. The second Sunday we had a video message. So we have two more to talk about what is real. So this is kind of a two-part message about what is real. So would you agree that it's kind of hard to tell what is real and what is not these days? With AI, that's artificial intelligence for some boomers that might not know that. I feel special, I know what AI is. And, we have the ability now to manipulate videos and transcripts and even just the different perspectives and viewpoints of people can really make us question what is real. Do any of you find that nowadays? Unlike I've ever questioned what is real before. So I thought, I'm going to just contemplate on this and meditate on this a little bit. What is real? And what is real is based in or born out of reality. So today I'm talking about reality or real with a capital R. Because I think that just like truth, there's truth with a capital T and a small t, and I think there's also reality and real with a capital R and a small r. So I'm going to start from our trusty book from Charles Fillmore, The Revealing Word. This is just a classic metaphysical book that I love reading his definitions of certain words, the way he defines the words. So I'm going to look up the word reality according to Charles Fillmore, who is a co-founder of Unity. He says, reality, that which is abiding, eternal, and unchangeable, the same yesterday and today. The basic principles of mathematics and music are real because they are not subject to change. A wrong application of their principles may produce discord, but the principles themselves are not disturbed. God is the one harmonious principle underlying all being and the reality out of which all that is eternal comes. All causes are in mind, and error thoughts, produce the mental and physical inharmonies called disease. These effects, the disease and the inharmonies, the effects, are not enduring, and eternal. Error can be erased from the mind and be made to disappear from the body. Isn't that fantastic, just that? It's fantastic. Reality is that which is abiding, eternal, and unchangeable, the same yesterday and today. So I see that when we look at reality in this way, we could say that anything temporary is not reality. And that pretty much describes the whole world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we talk about the natural world, we're talking about the physical world, the world that we interact with using our five senses, the world that shows us opposites, like hot and cold, or right and wrong, or real and fake, or true and untrue. We know the things in our world today will not be the same tomorrow, as they edge slowly, or maybe not so slowly, toward decay, including our bodies, right? And yet in our inner world, we can find at our center core, the core of our being, that very beginning of our being, a stillness that never changes. It's always present, even though I am not always aware of it. It has been there from the beginning. We can call this inner stillness, we can call it love, or God, or higher power, or Buddha, or Allah, or I am, or 1,000 different names. As the name or the story that we put on it does not change it, right? It may twist it around in the appearance, but it doesn't change that original stillness. If we are unaware of it, or maybe misunderstand it and use it mistakenly against ourselves or against our best interest, it's still unchangeable. It is real, it is enduring, it is eternal, it is abiding. I can either be aware of it or not. It would appear that the world is not our real reality with a capital R, but just a reflection of our beliefs about what we think reality is. Limited, lacking, and diseased. We all have that agreement living in this physical appearance. And do we ever claim this as our real life? Think about that. Most likely we do, most of the time. And then we experience this discord in our physical reality with a small r, physical reality. But this limited life that we believe in and may be experiencing in some area of our life is changeable. And therefore, it is not real with a capital R. Beliefs can be changed by erasing error thinking. That's what we learned from Charles Fillmore here. The world out here is our canvas for a fabulous creation. A creation of a life that is colorful and vibrant, or maybe it's muted and pastel. There are infinite ways to express and to manifest the divine into form, as the divine presence is infinite, everlasting, and unchanging in its law. The law and the principle of God is unchanging. but it is also infinitely diverse and ever-changing in its creation and its manifestation. Its unchanging law creates an ever-changing form. The thing we keep forgetting, I'm assuming you do too, keep forgetting is that the reality of our life is the infinite invisible presence within us, which maintains, sustains, upholds, and is the substance of this world and the substance of our life and our body and our affairs here on earth. This is the form of the spirit behind it, or underneath it, or upholding it. We keep forgetting what is really real, and then we begin to believe in our stories about life, our stories about situations, about our relationships, and about other people. We start believing these stories that we make up to be real. And all of these misunderstandings or sins against God, can you believe I said that? I'm just trying to pull everything in here because that's what I think sins against God are, right? Misusing the law, not on purpose, out of ignorance. We're not aware yet. We just don't know. And this causes us to create less than in our life because our mind is cause in physicality. When we believe physicality is real life, we must experience the appearance of separation and discord as real or seeming to be real to us. Because we say it is. That's all. And the law or principle of God must give us what we speak into that creative field if we believe our story is real. Remember, Charles Fillmore said, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? I read it once already. I know. All causes are in mind. Error thoughts produce the mental and physical inharmonies that we call disease or discord or lack or poverty, all of those things. These effects, though, are not enduring and eternal. Error can be erased from the mind and be made to disappear from the body and our affairs. So here's our salvation, right? What will save us from our own error thinking? Well, by using the same law that holds us in disease or disharmony or lack or loneliness, whatever it is, we can use that same unchangeable law of God to erase these errors from our minds so that they can disappear from our life. Ernest Holmes said, the same law that binds you can free you. Do we believe these words? Are they true for us? Or do we think this is our real life? This is real life. This is what we get. If I can stop calling this life out here real life and instead think of my inner Christ life energy, that presence I am, my God self, my inner light as the real me. How do you feel when we say those things? My Christ life energy, the presence I am, my God self. Just relax into that. That's empowering because it's real. It's everlasting. It's never changing. It's the reality of me. It's who I am. The reality itself in which all of my worldly experiences take place. If I can do that, then I will begin to erase the error thinking that I produce when I identify myself with this world. And I identify myself with my story about the world, including my life. Who has a story about their life? My perception of being separate from my source can begin to change. It begins to reveal an awareness of my inner Christ life. My identity in unity consciousness, when I identify myself with that Christ within me, that perfect Christ pattern, the very beginning pattern of me is a perfect Christ pattern. That silence, that stillness, where no judgment has ever gone before. I was thinking Star Trek when I wrote that. We're going to talk about Star Trek maybe next week. So that is my Christ life, my reality, my strength, enduring, everlasting, eternal, and unchangeable. This is the real life of me. I and my Father are one, not two. Not my Father and me. I am one with my Father. I am. I am the life of Christ consciousness. We all are the life of Christ consciousness. That perfect Christ pattern. That is the real you. When we can change this perception, we can relax and turn things over to that inner presence. Then our fear can dissipate and peace and calm can fall upon us. Finally, the real me, my real life, showing up right here in this present moment, right now. Hey, everybody, here we are. And when we all show up as who we really are, our God self, then we can begin to work together for the good of the whole. First it comes individually, and then we can spread that out. We begin to create more beautiful stories for all people. It's not the story making that is the problem. It's not making the story, it's the story you make, right? Maybe we want to upgrade our story about our life. We truly know that we are all connected in our Christ consciousness. And what one does to another, one does to himself. And what one does to herself, she does to another. This is the holographic nature of all that is. We are one. We are all a part of each other. I have to remind myself many times a day that my Christ life is my real life. You can come up. Always, Spirit is with me, constant, today and tomorrow, making the crooked places straight. Divine Spirit is my strength, my love, my real life. Can you guys say that with me? Divine Spirit is my strength, my love, my real life. One more time. Divine Spirit is my strength, my love, my real life. This year here at CSL, we're going to focus on shining our light into this world with our action. We have several service projects in the works already that we can all be a part of. And I'm excited to see what more comes our way as we all come together in unity consciousness to recognize the love, the joy, the peace, and goodness of our unchanging reality in God, our real life with a capital R. So I invite you to get involved with some of our projects and see how your life might be renewed by serving others. We have 2 projects already happening, kind of 3, because the food project out here as well that we'll do all year long, that you just bring food and I'm just going to take it over. How beautiful is that? That's so easy for us, isn't it? But there's people out there that can't eat, that don't have food, don't have money for food. How easy it is for us to be a shining light. So we're really going to grow that light all together here, but it takes our individual knowing, first of all, of who we really are. What is real? Love is real. Peace is real. God is real. That unchanging, everlasting, eternal principle, the deepest, highest. There's all kinds of ways to think about that pattern of Christ within us. We have a song for
Father to son, husband to wife, brother to brother, black man to white, living together, falling apart, looking for the common ground in every human heart. It all comes down to the 2 of us. Yeah, this is where we start. We are building the bridge, one small stone at a time, and with a lot of love, some help from above, from your heart to mine. There's a land of justice, cities filled with pride, a mountain of hope just on the other side. Across a river of indifference, a valley of despair. There's a tower of courage piercing through the air. I have a dream for our children. I want to take them there. We are building the bridge, one small stone at a time, and with a lot of love and some help from above, from your heart to mine, as we seek out understanding, as we learn to forgive. When we open up our minds, when our words are true and kind, we are building the bridge, one small stone at a time, and with a lot of love, some help from above, from your heart to mine. As we seek out understanding, as we learn to forgive, when we open up our minds, when our words are true and kind, we are building the bridge. Yes, we are. When we open up our minds, when our words are true and kind,
David. Thank you, Ellen, for joining us. I would like to finish up here with some words from Yogananda. So, someone one time brought me a little packet of Yogananda cards. Did that come from that Shrine Lake place in California? You know, that was amazing. She was telling me about this self-realization fellowship in California, and you know, all the fires there, and she was very concerned, she being Carrie here who lived in California, and she was telling me last week about this Shrine Lake and the self-realization, and I thought she got these cards when she was there one time and brought them back to me, and we thoroughly enjoyed the cards. And she was worried about the fires and such there. And, you know, how does this happen? How does this happen that I opened my phone and I was on YouTube looking for messages and that exact thing came up?
It's beautiful, thank you.
So there came a video up about that exact thing. Shrine Lake, this self-realization place, did not catch on fire. It was in the middle of everything in Palestine. How do you say that? Palisades? It was right in the middle of all of that, and it did not get touched with fire. Isn't that crazy? Ooh. So anyway, that was just a little backstory here. So we choose these cards, Roy and I, and have fun reading these Yogananda cards. And I had to share this with you because we're talking about what is real. So Yogananda says, sorrow, illness, and failure are natural results of transgression against God's laws. Wisdom consists in avoiding such violations and finding peace and happiness within yourself through thoughts and actions that are in harmony with your real self. Govern your mind wisely by dwelling upon the positive aspects of life. So next week, to finish off this, I plan to come with some ideas and practices to be able to get to this mindset of mostly it's forgetting that Christ is the real being of me, living all the time. And I can say to myself, with a capital S, I'm scared, I don't know how to do this, I'm worried, can you take this over? And really all I need to do is get my bloated nothingness out of the way, Emerson would say. Usually it's fear. Relaxing and knowing that the real me is the Christ me. Strong, loving, peaceful, in harmony with God's law. I guess that's it. We'll sing God You Are, huh?
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star sun, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very
Okay, now is our opportunity as the ushers come forth to get our bloated nothingness out of the way and participate in the spiritual law of circulation. So if you'll take a symbol of your divine inheritance in your hand, of your all good, and know with me that this is the abundance of the universe flowing in and through me. It is an unlimited supply, and I graciously and gratefully participate in letting go, knowing that as I give, I receive, and in this circle of circulation, there is a greater abundance of life. And our affirmation:
I am boundless abundance in radiant expression. Are you ready to receive? 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 Gifts of Spirit. I am ready to receive. Are you ready to receive? I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive the gifts of Spirit.
And these gifts are gratefully received as they circulate, spreading love, goodwill to our church, our community, and our world.
With a grateful heart and a grateful mind, I offer this sacred prayer. Thank you.
And so it is.
And so now here we are to our contemplation. And this is what I told you I was going to write on cards and give out. But I don't have to do that. I already have a handout over there where it's already written down. See, I was so way ahead of myself. So if you would like to take these affirmations that we're doing for the month of January home with you, there's a handout on the table over there. All right, so let's say this all together, all the way down. Here we go. I am one individual viewpoint of spirit, the consciousness of all that is, the all-inclusive and all-embracing infinite being. My neighbor is a different viewpoint, and so it is.
I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. It's a lonely here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. It's a lonely here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. It's a lonely here for God.